All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. It is Thursday, only 2 more days until the weekend. I'm so excited. It is going to be hot here in New York. How is it in your neck of the woods? Hopefully it's beautiful. Always got to talk about the weather. The weather is so important. Always makes you feel a little better, those drowsy days, over the, during the winter times and stuff like that. But you know what? It always has some effect in the market, and we can see the market is down about almost 200 points today. Good to see you, Randy. Good to see everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live. And we got a little down market. I guess some of the news came down regarding some of the job claims and stuff like that. Not looking too good. A lot of earnings came out. A lot of bank earnings. A lot of everything. I tell you, I'm a little concerned about the market. It's been tweaking up there nice and slow. It's been holding there. But you know what? Who cares? Because we've been trading stocks like BLIN. We're going to talk a little bit about it. The stock hit exactly at 8:30. Great run. 575 to 7. Almost $8. You guys should be done for the day. This is why we trade in pre-market. So we'll talk a little bit about it. I want to cover some of the stocks that we traded yesterday, but also just like to remind everybody that we did a big event yesterday. We had over 1,000 people, yesterday at the Wealth 365. I can't believe how much interest everybody wants to learn how to trade. We had so many people that had an interest in it, and we're really excited for them. We're looking forward to teach them and so on. Because remember, I always tell everybody, trading's not for everybody. But what's the worst thing that could happen? You learn something and find out it's not for you. That's the best trade you can make. But going out there and try to do it on your own, open up the wrong brokerage account, this and that, you learn a lot of the hard way. But let's talk about what happened yesterday. And there was a couple of stocks I just want to cover before we start going through our watch list. So let me just change the slide right here. I want to talk about the VRPT. Is that right? Did I spell it right? That was probably the wrong one. What was it? VRPX. I'm sorry. Made it typo. So that one was pretty nice and a nice little move right there. You can see the stock right here had a nice little push. It was just a nice slow and steady. It was making higher highs. It was like pulling teeth, though. It wasn't the stock that we always like, but out of nowhere at 1 o'clock, it just decided to bust out and went from like 580 all the way up to about $8 a share, and then kind of had this nasty shake. It wasn't one of the nicer ones that we traded, as in trend-wise, but it wasn't that bad. Another stock that also did the same thing late in the afternoon. You had this MMAT, this one also, 365, went all the way up to about 470. Nice little move. Once again, not the greatest. Yesterday, I don't know. I felt like it was like pulling teeth a little bit. DTSS. Yeah, that one was that was probably the really good one. But that was one thing, Randy, that was a great pre-market trade. It just literally went from 280 up to 680. That was a pretty good move right there regarding about as pop goes. But, like I said, this is why you guys just take the money and run. You know what I love about this trade right here was this trade right here. When it did this nice shake right around here, around 845, you see that right there? And then out of nowhere, at 9 o'clock, the thing just popped from like 480, went all the way up. But you could see that once we got it, when the market opened up, it looks like it was like teeter-tottering. You know about the slingshot. And then obviously we had that big move. Oh, yeah, we're going to keep an eye on that stock too. I actually have it on the watch list, DTSS, Grant, but thanks for sharing that. And we had, what else did we have yesterday that moved pretty well? BLIN, right? So anyway, that stock obviously got a big hit. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Nice little morning right now on that one. But overall, that's what it was yesterday. I didn't kill it. I kind of like broke even, I'll be honest with you. And listen, not all of us, even the greatest of the traders and the worst of the traders. I mean, listen, it's part of the game. You're going to win, you're going to lose, but it's like fishing, right? I love fishing. I don't know if anybody fishes out there, but as much as I ever get the opportunity, I live here on Long Island, it's a wharf here. You got to put in your time. You got to put in your time. You got to be at the right place at the right time, and that's what ends up happening. And you see sometimes we get these stocks all of a sudden, they just pop and just go bonkers. All right, so one other stock I do want to point out, and if you've been here for the last couple of days, I did make a warning. Remember yesterday, I was talking about AMC, and I says, guys, I'm a little concerned. I have a lot of family members, my younger ones. They're all part of that Reddit thing, and they always ask me, Uncle Fausto, what's going on with? Do I hold on AMC? I mean, meanwhile, these kids made a killing on it. I says, listen, I know you're having fun with it. I know you're listening to all that stuff, but you got to remember, you're trading trend, but you got to trade smart. You know what I mean? And you got to look at where the orders are. And I said, listen, the stock is getting me a little bit nervous at $40. If it breaks 40, listen, I mean, I know you guys own it at like 10 and 12, and you count your chickens before they, your eggs before they hatch. And, you had the stock go to 70, it dropped to 60. It was starting to make that big lows. You see what I'm saying? Like, so once again, you guys know that. You were here. I said, AMC, if it gets past this 40, it's not going to look good. Boom, you're already down to 30. Okay, this stock now looks like it could probably go down to 20. So don't ever count your money. You didn't make any money until you sell it. Right, Grant? Just take the money and run. That's really what it comes down to it. But I wanted to bring that up because you know what? When the news starts dying off, this is another thing. I think I brought this up to Josh earlier. Have you guys been hearing about cryptocurrency lately? The crypto stocks? Every 10 minutes it was on the financial stations. Crypto, Bitcoin, lithium, all of them. You notice they've been trending down now? I mean, I think it just broke, where is it now? I don't even know where it is. I think it was at like 31,000, something like that. You know what I mean? The thing is, when you hear news and they keep talking about it, that's what causes a frenzy, right? And we know as be here at the Cyber Group room, we see these stocks trending up. Like, look at this thing start picking up. If it wasn't the pot stocks, if it wasn't the EV stocks, all those electric car stocks, all of them. It's at 3170 Bill. So I thought, like I said, 32 is a very big support level on that. So once again, AMC, everyone's like, you know what? This is just a shake. We're holding strong, at the 50. Now you're at 30. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? I mean, remember, crypto was at 66,000, right? So you're not hearing talking about too much. So a lot of money. Got to remember, this stock that thing had a huge run up. So I mean, let's talk about what we're going to be moving in this morning because there's a couple of stocks I want to keep an eye on. I've got the BLIN. Okay, now BLIN. This is cool because when I did the Wall 365, I was showing people about level 4, and they were freaking out. I mean, they're like, my God, this is the best thing since sliced bread. So anyway, I want to bring this up for you guys right here and show you what's going on. So when we go back and we look at the stock right here, you can see that there was a nice little big iceberg order, and the guy's been out there since about 8:30. So he was already out there when the stock made its run around 650. So those orders were out there. They were getting executed. You could see that they kept going out there, and they were doubling and tripling down. Now you have that guy really at the number 8. We know what 8 means, right? All right, so it's a whole number, and that's why it came down from 8 and it dropped down to 7. The guy came in here near right around $7, but when you're really looking at that big order, you see that red line. That means that guy added and added and added. Remember, the big thing about being a good trader, you gotta follow the money, for crying out loud. That's what we teach here at Cyber Trade University. You gotta follow the big money. So we got that one right there that's doing pretty well. Robert just traded the VRB. Nice. You know what? I was actually going to put that. I was putting that on the second protocol list. I liked it on the push. I mean, the thing's doing pretty well. I just don't like the trend of it. So what's going on pre-market? But you know what? You're right. You did a great trade. Huge support levels right above 285. Moved up. Right now it's at resistance, right close to 3. Good trade right there. All right. So we got another couple of stocks I want to bring up. DTSS is going back on the watch list. Stock was a fun stock yesterday. It came crashing down. Just had a nice little spot. I like it. Just remember, stock is nasty. It does these big shakes. So you got to sell into strength. Don't let the stock dictate and tell you where it's going. Remember we taught you here. And remember, Josh was talking about this in phase 1. So hopefully you guys have been learning a lot from that. CIDM is also going on the watch list. It's not like super exciting. I'm looking at it. It's not great, but we do got a little bit of a trend here. It did go up from like $1.30, $1.50. I don't know. Maybe I might put on a second protocol. I'll be honest with you, a lot of crap out there. I mean, there's another one that we traded, this ATHE. That had a nice move, $1.40 to $2.80, came back down to $1.40. It's up about 12%. I mean, I'm not seeing a lot out there. NLSP, this one right here, just literally took off around 8 o'clock this morning, ran from 3 to 450, came right back down. So I don't know if that was a head fake right there. NUDI, like I'm telling you, I'm like really pulling to. Oh, look at that. This thing just took off right here. This one was actually, oh, look at that. Thing just literally, what's going on with this stock right here? I don't know. I've seen all these prints. I don't know if these are late prints. What the hell's going on? All right. Anyway, HULI. That's very interesting. Did you guys see this? This was one of my long shots on here. I looked on it. I put it up there, and look at that thing. All of a sudden, just like prints everywhere. But I'm not seeing anyone out here. This is weird. All these transactions going on, time and sales, but I'm not seeing the level 2 update. Let me go check over here on level 4 and see what's going on. HUDI. I mean, it's definitely volume coming in. You could see the orders coming in here. Yeah, it's weird. I don't see what's going on. That's weird. I never seen something like that. That's very, very interesting. Very strange. I don't know if these are late prints or whatever coming in. All right, here they're coming in a little bit differently. All right, anyway, we got to watch this stock. This thing looks really, really wacky. This is going to be an interesting one. This is going right back on from the B list to the A list. What is it? HUDI. All right. So anyway, that's what we pretty much got going on. Yeah, they're probably late prints. That's what I figured that they are. Anything else that we're missing, cyber traders? Anyone on YouTube? Anything else that's out there that I did not call out? I know that sometimes things pop up around 9 o'clock in the morning. You get these late prints. I was going through the big percentage gainers, not seeing a lot out there. BLIN starting to back off. NLSP starting to back off. I mean, I'm just working off the big percentage gainers and losers. DTSS is trying to go up a little bit higher. That one looks good. We're going to have to probably wait. Listen, yesterday, I didn't do a trade until like 10 o'clock. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was a late bloomer. I didn't see anything, and it looks like it's starting to do that this morning like yesterday. But we all know things do pop up. All right. Not seeing anything on it also. Okay. Well, anyway, so that pretty much does it. Listen, guys, before we go, all right, just want to kind of just show you something really quick. Today, don't forget, we have open house, all right? So today, the 15th at 12 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a live demonstration. So if you missed the events that we've done in the past, don't miss this one right here, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Just click us, like us, send it out. Please tweet it. Tell your friends about it. The best gift of all you can give them is send them to Cyber Trade University. Let us teach them exactly how we do it. We do it every Thursday here at 12 o'clock. And this is a live event. If you miss it, don't worry. It will be recorded. All right, guys. Good luck. Happy trading. And we'll start commentating once the market opens up. And if you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here at 2:30. And if you always want to join us, just click it. Join us. $9 trial. Try for a week. Like I said, worst thing could happen is you learn something. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading.